Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So our today topic is missing. You have to be very clear about what is missing and how we can define missing in finite element method. Okay? So it's very important to understand what is missing. In simple words, you can understand missing is a process where we divide the product or component into number of nodes, number of elements. So missing is a process where we divide the product into number of nodes, number of elements, so that we can, whenever we apply the load on particular nodes and particular elements, we can analyze the things, which we can analyze the results on particular nodes and particular element. That's why the whole process is called finite element method. It means that we are dividing the product into finite number of nodes, finite number of elements, and applying the loads on those nodes and elements, and we have to analyze the results, what the behavior going to behave through those elements and nodes. Clear? Now, what kind of missing we have and what are the types of missing we have? So first one is 2D. So first one is 2D missing, that is called two-dimensional missing. Here what we do, we just do the missing with the help of triangle as well as quadrilateral shapes. These are computationally poor elements will have sharp internal edges. The best example is that beams, trusses, bars, whatever the 2D structures, we're going to use this kind of missing with the help of triangular as well as quadrilateral shape or structures, because they are having the poor elements and having the sharp internal edges and sharp corners. This is very important. You will understand in better way when I will give you the idea about meshing or element type in detail. Now, 3-dimensional. What is 3-dimensional? So whenever we have a 3D components like assembly of components, we have lots of large assemblies. 3D meshing, we have to require 3-dimensional elements like tetrahedron, quadrilaterals, pyramids, triangular prism, and hexahedron. So these are just like the element structures and element type. I will give you lots of idea about this in detail. Each and everything I will give you detail whenever I will start working on ANSYS software. I will give you lots of idea whenever I will start working on ANSYS through case studies. Okay. Now another thing is that what is misrefinement? Misrefinement, just like we have to improve our missing. We have to improve our missing on depends upon our requirement. Where we want to improve our missing, like corners, sharp edges, lines. Okay, so they are just like a misrefinement process. Okay, depends upon our requirement. If you are doing heavy missing, then you need to have very good laptop or desktop or workstation for use. Okay, I hope this much you are very clear now. Now, factors affecting mesh quality in FEA. So first one is that type of your model and problem. What kind of problem we are dealing with, like maybe CFD, maybe thermal, maybe structural, maybe non-linear. So the mesh quality depends upon your model and problem. Then mesh size, how much size, how much refinement you're looking for. Then element shape, what is the shape of element? It's a quadrilateral, maybe it's a hexahedral, maybe it's a triangular. So also depends upon our element shape. Fourth one is mesh orientation and match mesh, where our meshing is match or not. So these are the factors, these are the very important factors where our mesh quality depends in FEA. I hope you understand this much. I hope you understand meshing in proper way. And like our video, if you have any doubt, any question, any queries, please leave your questions in our comment box. I will definitely answer those questions happily. Okay, so don't worry about, we will have lots of fun, lots of lecture on ANSYS Workbench. Stay tuned. Thank you so much. Bye bye, take care.